Hello, all you daywalkers out there. It's me, Vampire Girl, and I would like to introduce you to my first ever podcast. It's entitled The Crazy, Clueless, and Controversial Podcast. And the first topic of the podcast is why I've started over on YouTube thanks to COPPA. Now, many YouTubers have already made videos and made statements and are blowing their tops about everything going on with the new ruling with COPPA, with the FTC, because of YouTube and Google and all that stuff. When YouTube first posted information regarding the COPPA issue, at first when I read the information, I pretty much understood it. But then as time went on, I started learning different things from different places, and it got me worried because I had a lot of mixed audience type media on my channel. Some was for kids, some was more for adults, some was in the middle of the road. But I wasn't 100% sure if I was really going to be compliant if I kept all that videos on there. But in a fit of rage, one day after I got home from work, I decided to just wipe my slate clean so I could start over. And this is the first product of my new revitalized channel. Now, granted, the setup is not optimal. My lighting needs work. My face is a fright. If I break your TV screen, I apologize. But things will go a lot smoother from here on out as I get more comfortable with having more restrictions with how I do certain videos or do the podcast topics to ensure that I am not overstepping my bounds with the new ruling through YouTube because of the COPPA situation. I guess you could call it that, because a lot of people seem to think it's a bit of a sticky situation, and there are a lot of YouTubers out there, I won't name names, but if you watch this, you know who you are, and you guys need to just chill and relax. My husband has a big thing about following these type of issues. He's really big on history, so he pays attention to a lot of strange stuff going on in the news and on the internet and in social media. For the most part, he tends to interact a little more with certain things than he should, but he gave me a lot of good information about COPPA and how YouTube is handling this. Now, it was kind of more of a black and white setup the way YouTube had it. You either were doing things for adults or you were doing things for kids. Now, there seems to be a third option that at the time of me deleting all of my original content that I had, that there was a middle of the road choice where both were included and nobody would get in trouble. Now, me being a typical blue-collar worker and a mom and a wife, and I don't have the money to be paying out fees if I got in trouble for having the wrong thing on my channel when it's labeled one thing, but I've got something else because I didn't quite know how to label it. But now that I've taken all of my stuff down, I am redoing my channel to where it is appropriate for the particular age group that I am going for. I will not have to have a problem with this. Nor will I. I choose to be more on the happier side of things. I don't like to be mad. I don't like to be upset. But I will if I have to. And sometimes, being a little moody, just it's okay. But for the right reasons. And for me, even though I did what I did to my channel in a fit of rage, hastily, without really thinking, because it's like, pretty much, you know what? Screw it. This is what I'm doing. Then to find out that we have 3 options instead of just 2, I was like, well, you know what? That stuff was not really optimal. It wasn't what a lot of people were really wanting to look at. They weren't wanting to watch that kind of stuff. And I was just all over the place with the type of things that I was doing. So in the end, it worked out better for me. And now here we are. First edition of my own podcast. If you like what you've seen and would like to see more content, whether it be gaming, more podcasts, vlog type stuff, because I do live up north. So if you want to see vlogs of snow and storms, winter type things like that, just a picture of a pine tree, I can be very, very keen on sending that kind of stuff to anybody and making videos of it. I mean, why not? So if you appreciate some of this little information and that COPPA is not something to really be as worried about, because some people just were not understanding it fully, it's okay. You don't have to wipe everything on your channel. You just pay a little closer attention to what you're doing to ensure that you do not do something wrong. It's as simple as that. So if you enjoyed this and you want to see more, leave a comment, like this video if you don't mind, because the hostess of darkness would really appreciate a like. And if you really, really enjoyed it, share it with your friends. I'm sure they would enjoy it too. And with that, I will see you in the next one.